I want to get the read of whether he knows what's going on here. The Lieutenant Governor of Georgia, Geoff Duncan, joins us right now. Governor, good to have you. Do you know anything about this and why some of these partitions, divisions were taken down?
It's the first I've heard of it. I've been in the studio off and on for the last few hours, so I haven't heard other than just the report that was just prior to me.
Any irregularities that you were hearing or unusual developments? Of course, your state has come under fire, most notably from the president's supporters, that there were a lot of them. You obviously argued against that and said count after count, hand count after hand count, the results are what the results are regarding the president, these earlier races 2 months ago. What about today? Do you think the system is going to work today?
Yeah, I've not had any sort of irregularities brought to my attention, and certainly we're open and ready for those calls and emails. I can tell you that the Attorney General's office and the Secretary of State's office was fully spooled up and ready to go with their investigators and with their teams to be able to tackle any sort of issues out there. But I've not heard any risen to my level at this point.
The comments about the president, this phone call where he was telling the Secretary of State, find me another 11,000, 12,000 votes. You said it made you feel uncomfortable. I believe that was one of the words you used. But how do you feel now? Do you think it was serious enough, as I believe a county attorney had put it, to examine in order to go after the president? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to let the attorneys and the lawyers out there figure out the legalities of it. I'm simply looking at it as a partisan trying to help Kelly and David win this primary, this runoff today. It was cringeworthy. I could barely listen to it, but it is what it is, and we've just had to push forward. I'm proud of Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue's effort. I'm personally grateful for their efforts on behalf of the Republican Party the last 2 months. They have worked their tails off. I have run a statewide race, and it is daunting. It is tiresome, and they have run through the finish line just like where we wanted them to. And so hopefully things work their way today. But, look, that phone call and the antics around the misinformation that have been flying in for 2 straight months have not done one single thing to help them. And I hope things work out for us in the Republican Party tonight.
But both of those senators,
Georgia,
as you're aware, Governor, are very angry at the governor. They're very angry at the Secretary of State. They want the guy fired. They're no big fans of yours. What do you think?
Yeah, look, I don't think that was a wise move, but, the polls have closed and it's time to count the votes and it's time to move on. I certainly, Neil, just imagine a 2-month period of time here in Georgia where the president wasn't attacking a governor who's led this state to one of the lowest unemployment rates through a pandemic. Just imagine a state party that was in line with trying to support 2 U.S. senators, giving it everything they've got. Just imagine if we could have had 2 months without all that sideshow and distraction. I can only imagine where we would be today.
All right, well, they quibble and argue with that. The back and forth continues, but it does wrap up today one way or the other. We'll see how it goes. Governor, thank you very much.